Good mountain morning to you. This is a VR for Joey Cuz. He asked a question about 3 guns. What's your favorite gun? What's your rarest gun? And what's your if money was no option gun? We'll start with my favorite gun, and right now there's a tie for my favorite gun, and it's my newest gun and my oldest gun. I'll start with the newest. This is my newest gun, Project Frankenwolf. I just finished building this one a week ago, and I can't be more thrilled about this gun. This is just the upper, but I'm really excited about this gun. So this one just I handpicked every single part. The reason why it's a Frankenwolf is a 50 Beowulf, but it's a complete Frankenstein. Not one part on this gun comes from the same gun company. Now my oldest gun. This is a Remington 1100 LT20. LT stands for lightweight. I got this gun when I was 11 years old. This gun, like I said, is one of my favorites just because of sentimental value. I killed my first deer with it, my first turkey, and so many other firsts. Probably first rabbit, first quail, first woodcock. You know, so many things I've killed with this gun. This gun has been with me everywhere. Traveled all around the country with this gun, shot all kinds of things with this gun, and I will always keep this gun. Like if I go homeless, I'll go homeless and have this gun. You know, all the other guns, hey, they are trade options. This one is never going to be traded, sold. If somebody steals it, I'm going to find you and steal it back. Now my rarest gun, I guess Project Frankenwolf could qualify as that because there's only one in the world, but my rarest production gun is this Marlin 7000. The Marlin 7000, if you're not familiar with it, it's basically the 795, but with a bull barrel. Marlin was making these back in the 90s when you know, Ruger was coming out with all the bull barrel 1022s, and this was sort of their answer to it. So it's basically that, but with the patented Marlin micro groove. So this thing is a tack driver. I've owned this since I was in high school. I bought it right before I went to college, and check out the video playlist for that one because I'm actually in the process of restoring this one because when I went to college, a brother of mine who remained nameless used and abused this gun. So I've been restoring this so that me and my kids can go squirrel hunting with this gun. But this gun is pretty rare. If you YouTube search Marlin 7000 on YouTube, there are only about 9 videos about this, and 4 of them are mine. So I just, after 2 more videos, man, I will dominate the YouTube world for the Marlin 7000. They came out a little while later with a Marlin 7000-T, but this one is pretty much just from the 90s. It was a limited production, but it's an amazing gun and I love it. All right, for my if money was no option. So if money was no option, there's a company out there called Freedom Arms that makes some amazing revolvers. You know, as a 50 Beowulf shooter, I want a 50 caliber pistol. But for me, man, I'm not about doing the same thing that everybody else does. So I'm not about the Deagle. I'm not even that interested in the 500 Smith & Wesson because that's almost the same exact thing as my 50 Beowulf, just one has a rebated rim, one is a rimmed cartridge. I really am intrigued by this 500 Wyoming Express. Freedom Arms makes a couple different models of the Premier grade, the Field grade. You know, they I'll click on the Premier grade here, you can check this one out. You know, you can get it in the 4 3/4, 6 inch, 7.5, but it's like a $3,000 gun, and that's before you add various things to it. But man, this I'm just really intrigued by this particular cartridge. You know, it does some things for a 50 caliber pistol that make it very packable, make it light, but at the same time, man, it's super effective. You know, I was even tempted to delve into the 50 GI, you know, with the Glocks, but man, as I got into the ballistics of those 50 GIs, it's not much of an improvement over the 45. So man, I really love being different. I'll just admit that right now. And there's something about owning a 500 Wyoming Express. And you know, I would love if I were to get this gun, not only if money was no option as far as buying this gun, but I would love to just travel out there to Wyoming to pick it up and you know, take it on a hunt while I'm out there, you know, destination hunt. You see down here at the bottom, it gives you some of the Wyoming Express introduction, some of the just explanation of the various datas on shooting them. But it's a pretty exciting caliber, and I'm hoping this one takes off for them. You know, I only knew about them because gunblast.com did a video on them on YouTube. There's probably only about 4 or 5 people who have videos on this particular gun, but if money was no option, right here, this very custom, sweet action 500 Wyoming Express. But Joey, those are my 3 guns. God bless you. Go take your mountain.